Hey everybody, it's Ozone. Welcome back to Vault Hunter Friends SMP. Not much has changed around here. I feel like I'm a bit of a broken record saying that, but I do have some plans for this episode, and I have gotten a little bit done. At the end of the last episode, I hit level 50, and there's a really big thing that happens at level 50, namely cards and decks. And that is going to be the focus of this episode. I know only a little bit about them, but I can't wait to get into some cards and get my first deck so that we can start getting those really good bonuses that happen from them. Basically, a deck is a customizable trinket that never loses durability and stays with you and gives you various bonuses, and it's customizable. You can customize it by putting the cards into it. Beyond that, I don't know all that much. So I'm excited to run some vaults, get some cards, and figure it out. Now, between the episodes, I did finish up my hallway here, and wow, would you look at the refresh stutters that are going on in the sides. It's a lot of lines. It's probably way too many because Minecraft really doesn't seem to like drawing it all that much, honestly. But I think it goes pretty well with the things that we've got going here. These are andesite pillars and calcite pillars, but yeah, boy, it's busy. We've also got stone tiles down the middle. I think that's a nice variation, and bordered off by some of this dark gray laboratory blocks. And it did impact the machine here, so I had to reroute the redstone just a little bit. I'm hoping that target block will actually do it. I don't honestly know yet. I guess let's try. Yes, it makes the lava flow. So, we're in business once again. I do like this iron door right here. It seems to fit in pretty well. Anyway, back to the idea of running vaults. I have these 4 level 50 crystals that I put afterlife on because I'm a fraidy cat and don't like to die. So I'm going to try to run all 4 of these vaults, trying to complete the objective so that we get completion crates and cards. Wish me luck. Some of these objectives just don't agree with me that much. All right, well, let's get suited up and hit the vaults. Before I go into the vault, though, I'd want to check this black market. And yeah, a Mega Arcane Booster Pack. Well, this has got cards in it, so we're definitely in the right place. I'm going to go ahead and grab that, and we'll hold on to it. We'll look at it after I've gotten a few more things. Let's go. Oh, fun. It's a big old scav from everything. This is going to be difficult for me to complete. It is only common items, except for the books, which are rare, but you know what? I am not good at scavs. I don't have a lot of luck finding the right chests and getting the things, but oh well, we're going for it. That's the point. 6 minutes left. Lots of stuff to get. Haven't seen a coin pile at all yet, so this vault is not going to be completed. Yep. As usual, my scav luck was bad. I did not ever find a single blood vial. It's not good. I find scavs to be really, really hard to complete, and I feel like I fail like most of them. And only 10,000 XP. Yuck. Alright, well, let's hope this one's better. Elixir, at least. But it's an ice theme. I do need the elixir for my bounty, though. Oh, wait, did I hear champion? Yeah, you're a champion there. Great. Ah! Nah! Oh my gosh. Hurt. Oh god, I gotta get out of here. Oh. Okay. Not a good vault. I guess I'm glad I got the afterlife on it. I'm just not good at running vaults. That's just all there is to it. Oh, and great. This is another theme. Lovely. At least it's, Jesus, 10 braziers. I should be able to find 10 braziers just by running and not really looting anything, I hope. Yeah, this is going to be a fun vault. Just a lot of running and doing nothing else. And braziers give crummy experience, too. Oh, well, this just changes everything. Okay, well, this is the rest of the vault. I've never found a mine room in this playthrough before, so I am absolutely just going to take advantage of it and get all of the ores that I possibly can. My pouch, my gem pouch is actually completely filled up. I just noticed that, and I hope that I didn't lose a whole bunch of gems, honestly. All right, well, 2 minutes, and I did a pretty decent job on this. I mean, clearly we could do more. Yeah, I don't know that you can ever get enough time for all this. All right, well, I think that's pretty good. I would like to do more, but honestly, it wasn't bad at all. Oof, the slowed. I'm feeling the slowed. And I am running out of hearts. I might not actually make it. There it is. There it is. Okay, this is it. This is it. We'll make it. We'll make it. Whew. Only 13,000 experience, though. But wow. Maxed filled on pretty much everything. Oh, that's so many gems. So many gems. Well, there was a price to be paid for it. I still didn't get any cards, but a mine room, and early in the vault mine room, very worth it. Very worth it. And just look at all of that gravel and andesite, but gravel mostly. I've got pulverizing on my hammer. All that stone and cobblestone got ground up into gravel, so it really kind of condensed it. And I think some of the varieties of cobblestone got ground down into gravel too, but wow, that is way more than I think I will need for the entire series of gravel and andesite, or at least I hope. Look at that, I finally emptied my backpack. 22,000 gravel out of that thing. Oof, and a nice 6,000 andesite. So definitely a lot of good resources, vanilla resources for use on the old altars here. But look at that. I had to put all the biniatites into perfect version so that I just had enough room in the shulker box to store them. But we definitely got at least enough gems for 5 pogs right here, not to mention what I already have. So absolutely making that a really, really good vault run. A lot of black opal. That's going to help for the black chromatic steel needs that are going to be coming up, I'm sure. I could do with a mine room every single run. But my poor hammer now is almost completely dead. I'm actually surprised that it survived the vault. But that means it's time to make another one. And it looks like I am up to the melded versions. Ah, boy, this is going to take quite a bit of stuff to do. These vault alloys are fairly expensive, honestly. Taking quite a bit of chromatic steel and vaulterite. I've got the vaulterite. I could probably do the chromatic steel, but I'm not sure that I'm willing to go this route yet. It's a lot easier, a lot cheaper to just go vaulterite. So I think let's go vaulterite once again. I don't think the extra capacity is going to matter too much, but you never really know. I do have a whole bunch of jewels picked out, and I don't even know how much it's going to be. Yep, it's too much. Now, if I had gone with the melded, we'd have enough. But what can I get here? Well, I can't get anything. But basically, I went for a whole bunch of copiously and mining speed. But basically, I tried to use up the gems that I wouldn't want on my chest breaker. But it looks like I'm going to have a little bit of work to do, or I just go with the melded shatterer like I could, because I think that'll give me another 50 capacity and enough room for all this. I've got a lot of not so good gems in here, but you know, what else am I going to do with them? This is the thing to use them on. Well, I do think I am going to do the melded version, so let me get some resources together, see if I can actually do it. Yeah, I figured I could do it. I'm just not sure I want to do it, but oh well. Let's go. And now back over to here. If I take that out, yeah, what do we get? 15% copiously, 16 mining speed, some extra reach, pulverizing, picking, shoveling, and Xing. I found out that was really, really good while in the mine room. I could just plow right through all the dirt and all the wood as I like. So, yep. Like I said, I've got some really bad jewels on here, and I could try to cut them down a little bit, but I'm okay with just using it up. Well, you know what? That is another problem. I was also worried about the magnet, and wow, it really took a beating. I think I should have some repair cores, though, and that should be easy enough to do. Makes me wonder, could I have repaired that? I could have. Oh, I'm such a dunce sometimes. But one repair down. Good as new. All right. Lost the anvil. No big deal. I've not had good luck with these vaults, quite honestly. I've not done well. Let's hope I can turn that luck around. It's another scav with some super rare things, saddlebag and a goblet. Ouch. Yeah, I'm going to predict right now, this one's not getting done either. Little bit of everything. I guess let's just go on and try. Everything but woodens, of course. All the other good stuff, which is what I have the most difficulty finding. Well, okay. I should be able to get my gilded stuff done here. Do I have rotten stuff? I've got a bunch of rotten stuff. Ugh. That's rotten indeed. Looks like we got to keep on going, but I want to check this out. Zombie challenging. Oof. It's livings, which I need some livings. So I'm going to try to cheese this. There's the thing. Okay. Haha. Cheese it. Cheese it for the win. Dang. These guys are beefy. But only 2 drown hides still. Oh my, oh my. Oh my, wow. Holy smokes. Oh my, those baby zombies just did a number on me. That was crazy. Totally caught me by surprise with that, too. I am just having a real bad run of bad luck. Wow. That's 2 deaths trying to get 1 completion out of 4 vaults. Ugh. I think it's time for a little help. No, I apparently need some help. I've had a not so good last few vault runs.
Yeah, I AFK'd overnight, came in, and then I saw like die twice in a row. And I'm like, oh god.
Yeah. Yep, that's kind of how that was a thing. Yep.
Yeah.
I did get a mine room early on,
Ooh.
which was
Early
very
mine room?
nice.
Do you have a hammer?
Yeah. Yep.
Very
Destroyed
nice.
it, taking down the mine room, but I did.
Good. That's the purpose, right?
That's right.
If my hammer's breaking, that means I'm happy.
Yeah. Now I want to try to get a completion so that I can get a card in the crate and show that on camera. And I've been unable to do that.
All right, let's do it. Did you put
Yeah.
any augments on it, like
No,
brazier or
just
whatever?
just afterlife to keep me from dying.
All right. Did you run afterlife on those ones that you died with before, or no?
Yeah, they were all afterlife. So,
Gotcha. Very nice.
all right, cool. Let's go.
Bingo.
Oh, it's a bingo. I've never had a
This
bingo.
first bingo?
First bingo, yeah.
All right, let's run it. Come on, where
Primitively
are we
kill
looking?
tanks. Oof. Let's see.
Okay. So open 10 vendors is a bit hard.
Open 10
Discover.
wooden loots rapidly. That should be easy once you just kill all the mobs and then loot a bunch of coins. That should be easy. Well, I don't know. What do you think? Bottom.
God, everything seems hard. Top row.
I mean, rapidly
Top.
is fine as long as I can hit the storm arrow when we've got them all bunched together. So you just kind of pull in the room and,
Get
or at
him
least the
weak, get a
mobs.
ton of crabs.
Yeah, I mean, if you can pull the room and get them all in a general in the same location, we could probably get dwellers and assassins without too much of a problem. Oops.
Oh, well, we gotta start. We've wasted 1 minute of the timer. I just realized. Oh, God.
Okay, we're going south. We got to remember that. Going south.
What's up? Huh? Was on
Hey,
group.
it's a village.
Group.
Group, right?
Get in.
There it is.
Do
I'm
you hear me?
here.
Okay,
Are you?
I'm down
You're
in the
going down to the
village.
village. All right.
I'm down. Free the villager rose.
And it might be
That can be
ornates.
very doable. That can be very... No, it's gilded. But I don't think we have any gilded, but it's very doable. Top to bottom, free the villager line. Do you see that?
Uh huh.
I
Loot
think
36
that's...
ornate, free to villager, lucky coin, or rapidly coins. All
That
right.
should be pretty doable, no? But by the way, when we're doing one of those tasks, right?
Uh huh.
We have to... Because if I'm doing like primitively kill assassins and you use mana, like it disappears. You get what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah.
So we have... Oh, there we go. Alright, I'm gonna leave the village because it's useless to us now.
Okay, so the 36 ornates is going to be a challenge indeed.
Yeah, probably. Unless we find like a dungeon. Sometimes those help. Okay.
I think the skeletons are also assassins, so we could maybe do these assassins in any normal room, you know?
Oh, okay. Let's do it then. I don't know. It's fine. Reset. I've already got 3 skellies on me. I got 1 dead. Don't use mana. Okay, got 4, got 5. Okay, we're already back to 5. And I've got all the rest on me. Get it done.
Okay. Yay! All right,
There we
I
go.
just did one too.
Perfect.
Pylon.
You know what would come in really nice right now?
What?
X marks the
Blacksmith
spot
room.
What?
A blacksmith room. That's got all the ornates in it.
No, blacksmith room obviously. Yeah, okay, you can
Well,
get
if
your
it's a good
blacksmith
one.
because I know you like your gear, and then I'll get a cove because I need gold desperately. We'll split it up. How's that sound?
Sounds good to me.
Alright, let's do it. Right now. 3, 2, 1, next room.
Next room.
Here, look, we're about to get it. Discover Omega room right now. 3, 2, 1, no.
Nope. Nope.
The game doesn't love us, huh?
No, it does not.
Oh, well,
6
well.
minutes. I haven't seen any coins at all.
Yeah, I've barely seen coin POIs and even less ornate POIs, to be honest.
A valiant effort, my friend.
Yeah, it's not bad. I think we did well. A bit of bad luck, but it's not too
Yeah.
bad. Did what we could.
Yeah. At least I didn't die.
That's a plus. I didn't
Yeah.
even hear you screaming at all, so you weren't even close to death.
No, you're right. I really wasn't. I was. My problem in the other vaults was that it was a dungeon and a champion that were the end of me. So,
Gotcha. Yeah, no, me, it's always the dungeons. They always get me. I get way too cocky in dungeons. It's always the spider dungeons.
well, the best laid plans of mice and men, as the old saying goes, right? I had a plan, and it just would not come to fruition. So, we'll go with the backup plan. And the backup plan is to use the packs that I bought through the black market. I do have 3 packs so that I can get some cards going into a deck. And now you find the decks in the vaults, in completion crates sometimes, and maybe from champions. Honestly, I'm not terribly certain, but you can make one. It's a starter deck. It's not that big, it's not that great, but it's something. And it's pretty easy to make as well. Silk, diamond, gold. Can do. And here we are. Okay, well, like I said, the starter deck holds only a little bit. Not as many as some of the ones that you find in the vaults do hold. But you can see that there are slots for 9 cards, which I can put in 3 cards right here, and we'll get something special from them. So, can the identifier work? No, no, no. We have to do the cards individually, because you get to pick which card you want. More ability power, lucky hit chance, or knockback resistance. They have a color, and they have a tier. And these are going to be some basic ones. I forget which kind of deck this was. I don't even remember, but I like ability power, so we'll go with that one. A scaling ability power card. We've got a Mega Arcane Booster and a Wild Booster Pack. Let's go with the Wild next. Now, I understand by now this is probably old hat to some people, but honestly, I've never done any cards except for when I did the update roundups. So I'm having a lot of fun opening these guys up and trying to pick them out, and trying to share the limited knowledge that I do have. All right. A yellow wild card, green wild card. Oh, the wild cards are only a random type. They don't do anything else, and they're only good for trying to put things together into a row or something when you're missing a card. Well, that one's got 2 colors, so sure. Now, once you do open it, you can back out, and it will stay in that kind of semi-opened state. And I probably should have done that. But that'll make some NBT data, and NBT data and AE storage doesn't go well together because I don't want to run the risk of overflowing the system. So the last one is a Mega Arcane, and this is going to be all about the skills. So +1 to Battle Cry, +1 to Charm, +1 to Eightbowl, +1 to Hunter. Well, Hunter is the only thing that I have, but this does have conditions if there are at least 4 blue row stat cards. So I got to have 4 blue stat cards in my deck for this to ever take effect. I don't really feel like any of this is going to be very useful to me, quite honestly. Sadly. I'll get the Hunter. So now with the cards identified, we can go ahead and put them into my deck. And in some cases, it matters the orientation. You might need to put them like this, for instance, if, like I've got the card that wants them to be in a row. But I don't have enough to worry about. As a matter of fact, I've really only got 1 card that does anything. Yep, that one. 0.5% increased ability power. None of these other cards actually do anything at all. It's a pretty weak deck right now. But the nice thing is that it goes into my trinket slot here, and it's just with me all the time. And it doesn't have uses or anything, so it's just always an additional 0.5% ability power added to my stats now. At least until I get another card and add something else to it. Not a great explanation, not a great demonstration. Cards are understandably rare to come by. You want tons and tons of them, but you just can't have that many of them, or at least the game isn't balanced to have that many of them. So, it's a long-term collection game, much like Magic the Gathering is in real life, honestly. But I am actually remembering that there are quests for these things, which are probably going to be easily finished now. So we got to learn about forgetting expertise, and we get this neuralizer to reset all of our expertises. Because Iskall and crew recognize that the choices that you made for your expertises at an early stage are not necessarily the choices that you want to make in your late stage of game, right? So I've got Fortuitous Finesse, and I've got Marketer, Bounty Hunter, and Fortunate, and I've still got some expertise points that I could be spending. But I would argue that Bounty Hunter gets less valuable the more levels you get. You don't get as much XP from the bounties, and the rewards that you get from the bounties are less important, I guess, as you get later on, because you tend to have a whole lot of stuff. Marketer maybe gets more important as you go along, because you tend to get a whole lot more soul shards. Fortunate, I think, also gets less important in the later game, because you tend to build up those gems, and you might have a surplus of them by the time the late game gets around. But I'm not going to be making any changes to my expertises at this point, or at least I'm not going to neuralize myself and reset them. Actually, what I do want to do, what I've been saving these 3 for, is Divine. Divine takes up to 3 expertise and gives you a flat 30% affinity with all of the gods off the bat. And this is, I think, super helpful. Honestly, I think this is required if you're ever going to be completing the Divine Paradox Vault. Now, I don't know that I'm ever going to be completing it, but I do want to complete some God Altars. So let's put my expertise into Divine. And while we're looking at skills, I want to say that I've been not very happy with Hunter, honestly, and the other skill that I've got here, Hunter's Instinct. It just doesn't trigger very often at all, and it doesn't really last very long. The timeout here on Hunter is just insane, and I would kind of like to get rid of it. I still haven't done anything to go more into a Thorns type of build, which my shield is very much made for. But my problem is that I still don't have a ton of Orbs of Regret. These are all the orbs that I have. And 32 orbs when I have 50 skills points spent isn't going to reset me completely. Or at least I don't think that it will. I swear that I had a whole lot more regret orbs in other playthroughs. I just had them coming out my ears, honestly. And this playthrough, it seems like there's never enough. Oh well, that's, I guess, neither here nor there. Well, the video recording problem gremlins struck again. I completed the other 2 quests here for a deck, which gave me a card booster pack, which allowed me to complete the cards quest and gave me another booster pack. But, of course, I wasn't recording, so I got 2 more booster packs. I guess you know what we got to do. We got to see what we got. +2 mana, +1% increased armor, and 0.5% attack speed. I do have something that wants blue cards and gives me extra bonuses if I have blue cards, but I really kind of like the 1% armor. There we go. Now, the next one, increased health for each blue surrounding evolution card. Well, I don't have any evolution cards, so that's not going to work. I've got +3 attack for each red diagonal card and 0.5% critical hit resistance. You know what? I think I might be able to make this one work because I am not sure whether this is for blues and surrounding and evolution cards or if they have to be blue evolution cards that are surrounding this card. I think they have to be that one, but I'm going to grab it and find out. So with these guys, let's see. I've got a blue card right there. And so let's throw this evolving in. It does nothing. Let's throw this increased armor in. Well, that works. That doesn't have any qualifications. So yeah, it's got to be specifically blue evolution cards that are adjacent to this one or surrounding this one. Well, I guess we'll just keep that one out for right now and hold on to it for later. But I am glad that I tried it out because now I have a better idea of how to read those things, and I hope you do too. So now let's look at my stats. Without the deck equipped, I've got 66 armor. But like I said, I do have this 1% increased armor in here. So we put that in there. Doesn't even adjust it. Because, well, yeah, that's only 0.66 armor, which isn't enough to round it. Oh well, but my ability power did go up by a little bit, 83.77 to down to 83.39. Again, not huge, but I think you can see that you can control the stats that you do get bonuses on, and they can grow at a faster rate with more cards of specific types. So that is definitely going to be a goal of mine every time I log on, check the black market, see if there's any packs, and be trying to complete the vaults so that I can get some of those cards. Because cards, I think, are really powerful once you get enough of them. Getting started, however, is hard. And just like everything else in the game, these cards can be recycled too, or juiced, literally. The quest for upgrading cards talks about the card extractor, which looks an awful lot like a juicer if you ever ask me. See what I mean? Look at that thing. It looks like a juicer. Well, we'll get to see it a little closer once I craft it all up. A dispenser and a flower pot are strange ingredients, but otherwise it's basically 4 blocks of vault diamonds. It's a lot of vault diamonds, but it should be doable at this level pretty easily. Let's get her done. That's going to get me a quest too, but... Now, tell me that doesn't look like a juicer. I mean, come on. All right, well, anyway, you put a card in here, it sucks out the essence and keeps count. It's just a number. Later on, you can put another card in here and hit the upgrade button, and that will upgrade it. So like these cards that say Tier 1, well, you can upgrade them to Tier 2 for about 10 essence, which is 10 Tier 1 cards. And when you do upgrade them to Tier 2, they get more powerful. I think double the effect for every tier level. and each level is a little bit more expensive. But you can see that the card extractor is critical to that process. Now, what did I get for that? Another booster pack. Nice. Well, we gotta open it up, don't we? +1 vault diamonds per 14 horde mobs killed. I like it. +1 vault silver per 7 gilded, and +1 chaotic focus for 12. You kill so many hordes. That's going to give me so many diamonds. We'll pop this guy right here as well, and yay, +1 vault diamond per 14 horde mobs killed. These are the kinds of cards that I could really get behind. I mean, yes, I want my stats to be increased, but they're pretty negligible in amount. However, the resource cards, whoa, those seem to be pretty darn useful and powerful. Hey, 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 look at that. We've got another deck available. 6,000. I had to juice a bunch of stuff. All my vault junk that I had in my pouches and a little bit of extra stuff in order to get there, but I feel like I've got to. Let's do it. I want to see what this deck looks like. Wow. A whole lot more spaces. I know I don't have the cards to fill it up yet, but I love the idea of having multiple decks and deck shapes, and I just couldn't help myself. The black deck. I don't know why it's shaped like that. I think there's probably some reason, but another deck. Yay! Now I just need to get a whole bunch more cards and try to fill it up, but I'll be prepared whenever they do come around. And I think that's all we'll be able to get to today. The best laid plans did not go so well for me today, quite honestly, but we did get there in the end. And I'm glad to have a deck and some cards to put into it, finally. Like I said, it's going to take a little while to get things together, but I'm really glad I've got started down that road. I hope you learned something along the way as well. If you did, and if you liked the content, please consider giving the video a like and, or better yet, a subscribe. I really appreciate everybody that watches and comments to the videos, and best of all, your subscribers out there. I love you. Thank you so much. But I guess that is it for now. So we'll catch you next week, and until then, remember, be excellent to each other. I'm out.